Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 23 of Europa Universalis for as Malwa. And I was just been considering the possibility of going over here and declaring a war on Koch because they are allied with Orissa. They're currently defending against another war over here as well, to which Orissa are involved. The main reason I'm doing this is because they're being guaranteed by Jampur. I have a truce with Jampur, and I'd like to take some stuff off Jampur before Jampur have a chance to do anything else about it. This would break our alliance with Orissa, which is not fantastic, but at the same time, I think we can deal with that. Might bring this 8 stack over here just to help out with grabbing some of the provinces of lesser importance. I don't necessarily want to take anything from Orissa. Sooner or later we are going to be breaking that alliance with Orissa anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's go straight in here. We are going to declare this war. Jampur and Orissa will come in. I can't co-belligerize Jampur anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. Now that does break our alliance, which is fine. I'm not going to turn the forts on right now. I'm not convinced that I need to have them on. I am going to jump in there to grab the war goal. There we go. Jampur have accepted the call. I'm not sure if that fort was... Oh, Jampur are actually marching in already. In that case, then, if Jampur are marching straight in on me... There's one thing I've noticed with EU4. The AI... an AI nation can be involved in, like, 8 different wars. Where did that just happen? No, that's in your thing. The AI can be involved in like 8 different wars, but it will still decide that it's going to go and... It will still decide that it's going to go and break off whatever it's doing to attack the player. That's just the way this game seems to work. So you're just going to go and sit down there and grab that province. That is fine. When these guys are going up there, they can start moving into rebel suppression. So we've grabbed this one. Can we get down here? Yes, we can. So I might just sort of march through. If they're going to go and start trying to take my provinces. You see, Orissa and Jampur were both involved in another war. And they've both decided at this point that they're just going to ignore whatever it was they were doing. And basically come after me. This is the thing that I find quite strange in this game. Right, I don't think either of those armies are going to get there in time to reinforce. That said, this game has proved me wrong before. Let's just split off and leave behind one regiment there and bring the rest down. I know there isn't enough there to reinforce. You guys, we didn't even get you, so let's go do that. We will, of course, take some manpower hits here. Right, we did win that war. Now, this is defensive. Thought somebody was going to come and try and attack us there. Let's move into there and grab that back. You go back into there and continue helping with that siege. You guys actually march up there. So we are losing some money. We could go ahead and raise war reps. We are falling behind in tax, in tech even. So I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. Losing quite a bit of money at the moment, but we are reinforcing, so that is to be expected. So let's have you on that there. You guys are going to go up because we will have these rebels probably coming back. So my mandate at the moment is to try and take stuff from Jampur. I'm not too bothered about Orissa. I might go and sit on Orissa's capital, actually, just to get them out of this war. That's probably not a bad idea. So I'm just going to march straight down to Orissa's capital and just see if I can piece them out. If we can get them out of the war, it'll be good for us. We can enhance or enact government reform. So tier 5. So national unrest -1, maximum absolutionism +5, yearly army tradition decay reduction. Production efficiency +10%. Or stability cost modifier. No, does not have consorts, does not have heirs. So this is done via election. So we don't have consorts and heirs. Enables parliament. Disables the nobility estate. Don't really want parliament. Removes government reform progress. It gives us more absolutionism. Yearly army tradition decay. Yeah, I'm just going to take the production efficiency. I'm just going to go towards stuff that makes me more money. Because I think I am going to have to be quite aggressive in this campaign. So we do have an army sort of coming in here. They may be coming down here to try and defend. In fact, that looks a lot like what they're trying to do. Now, they're trying to take the war goal back, which is fine. We're going to try and siege this out if possible. Right, you guys continue to move in here. Just watching these guys in case they try and come in. Rajputs lose... Look, we can gain a lot of ducats, or we can gain the stability. I'm going to take the stability. Stability is a lot harder to come by than money. Now, it looks like these guys might be getting ready to go in. Allow friendly units to attach, and I want Idar to be supportive. Subjects, Idar, be supportive. So hopefully, they're going to come and join up with me in there. This could be a risk. They've moved out. That's it. You stay in there with me. We're relatively safe here. Now then, I'd like to jump on this stack if possible. I don't have a leader. Let's just go over by one. I do have my list in between. So we've got John Clissold, we've got Foundation Afro, and on my list next is Puji. So let's get you in there. You've been a good general for us in the past, and you are a 3-1-1-2. Not fantastic, but not terrible either. I'll take it. Let's move in there and try and get rid of you. So the war goal was unfortunately unsieged. We can actually go back in there with that little army and take it back. There's a Jainpur 1 stack marching around here. Means I'm going to have to turn another fort on because they're being annoying. We have won the siege of Jainpur, which is fantastic. Oh, there's some reinforcements coming down here. That is something that I don't want. Not sure I'll be able to get there in time. Well, that's all gone rather poorly. Yeah, so we lost that battle, unfortunately. We need to get Orissa out of this. That's the important thing to do here. Let's go and sit up here. Let's get our armies sort of together again. Let's not take on... Oh, let's make sure the capital's fort is on. Let's not lose any battles where we don't need to lose battles here. You're almost certainly going to come in and... Yeah, thought you might. We have got some progress here, but I'm just going to march straight through. We don't have a leader. I haven't got any way of getting out of that. And unfortunately, I do have to come the long way round. Yep, we're going to lose that one as well. Retreat from that. So I am getting stomped on a little bit here. Got to be careful. We need to get Orissa out of this war to be safe. Try and get some of my armies together. You're going back to the capital. You march down to the capital and we'll form you up and make one army of you. Let's turn this fort on as well. We are losing money, but the more forts we've got on, the more we can hinder them being able to move troops around. I'm just going to sit here in the middle of Jainpur for a while. We don't have the war goal right now, but that's fine. They're going to sit around and try and take forts out. I'll rebuild my army and use this as an opportunity to try and get Orissa out of the war. Once Orissa is out of this war... lost a siege. Oh, you guys are all the way down here, are you? Great. Let's go ahead and group you guys together and consolidate regiments. Now we've got a big army here. I'm just going to leave those guys to it. And I'm going to march over here and attack this army that Jean-Paul's got, because it is a defensive army. So, we are losing some place. We just need this to tick over. Once Orissa's out of this war, it'll be so easy for us. I guess you won't want to get out right now. No. But if we occupy their capital, they may change their mind. Right, these guys have suddenly decided they don't want to siege that province anymore. For whatever reason. Suddenly decided they no longer want it. So I will move through. If I can catch anybody, I will. Right, we've got the siege of Orissa done. Do Orissa want to get out of this war now? Yes, they do. So Orissa's out of the war. All of a sudden, there are far fewer enemies to deal with. Let's go down here. You guys are locked. Right, this is now where we're going to start winning battles. Let's march over and deal with these guys. Probably need to go this way to get to them quicker. They're really taking some obscure routes to wherever it is they are going, but we'll carry on taking stuff over here. You guys go and take that back. These guys will carry on down there doing stuff. You guys are black flagged still. You've got to go all the way back to your homeland, which is ridiculous because you should just be unblack flagged because you're in my land. I'm just going to tell you guys to be aggressive. So go off and do your own thing. I still intend to try and chase this stack down if I can. We are going to catch it. Excellent. Right, you're still occupying stuff over there. That's fine. We'll take this back. We need to take this. We need to take the war goal. No, you're not having military access. Right, Jean-Paul just suffered a stack wipe there. You're going to go over here and start dealing with all of this rubbish. If we can just take the fort back, most of everything else will flip over anyway. So we might want to try and get the alliance with Orissa back as soon as possible. Let's go over there with that 20 stack and get that other fort. Now we probably will want to try and take out... Well, Kochi's already been sieged by somebody else. We do want to try and get the war goal. I am going to, just for the fun of it, get one mercenary and use him to just go and grab some stuff. Including the war goal, hopefully. Yeah, moving in over here, and all of a sudden these guys are getting a little bit nervous. Can we catch them wherever they're going? No, it looks like they're going out. Let's just try and take that back then. Yeah, this war shouldn't really be a problem now. Right, there's our mercenary. You go over there and grab that. You're going to go and try and take that now. I can't get there quick enough, even if I wanted to. I mean, they might leave that province left, and that might end up becoming Kochi's capital. We'll see where this goes. But it's these provinces I want from Jean-Paul more than anything. So I definitely want this one. We've got that one. You're moving out of there, which is fantastic. That means I can siege it. That's the war goal. So if I can have it, it's good. There is a small Jean-Paul army down here. They're not a concern at the moment. Jean-Paul's getting sieged out. We've still got some manpower, which is good. Admittedly, I've not really been managing my attrition in this war, but I never do, so that shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. Let's just split this army in two temporarily, and we can just start sieging things out a little bit quicker here. Which siege was that one? We got this one. Excellent. So let's just go ahead and grab everything else. We'll have 100% siege on Jean-Paul very quickly. Lose inflation, gain stability, gain ducats. Either way, we gain that. Well, we didn't have either of them, really. I could have spent that on something else, but... won another siege. We've got that one. You might as well just march straight over there. Is this done yet? Yes, it is. You're unsieging that. You guys march over here. Excellent. I think we can probably afford now, and in fact I will do it. We're going to go and turn all of the forts off. Save us a ducat or 8. So let's go and do that. These provinces are coming under our occupation. You're going to move up there. Yeah, Jampur's nearly 100% siege. Now, it is mostly stuff from Jampur that I want. I want this, this, and this. That is 100%. That would potentially give me a coalition with Delhi, Sindh, and Bamanis. Surprised I haven't had one already. But those are the provinces that I do want. I'm going to go ahead and send that demand. Now, we are still in the war with Koch. But I am just going to go and wipe peace out with them, I think. In fact, let's just take some war reps from them. And whatever money they have. They won't give us that much money. That much they will. Send demand. Okay, no longer in a war. So, let's get everybody back home. So, we've now gained Jaipur. Got to do some coring, which is fine. Jaipur has a fort, which does not need to be on currently. So, let's go ahead and turn that off. Somewhere around I have a mercenary, which is this guy here. Goodbye. And then yeah, I need to try and sort the armies out because they took a little bit of a bashing. Lose some money or we'll gain the inflation. Can we get our alliance back with Orissa? Yes, we can. That's good. Right, 20 stack, which is, I think, as it should be, 1325, yep. And you are a 1325, yep. And this one's a little bit of a weird army. You guys just stop. Well, you march up there. And then we'll start sorting that army out. Gain some Diplo power. Yeah, let's gain the Diplo. Disloyal estates, nothing new about that. Now then, how are things going on in the rest of the world? Looks like Vijayanagar's getting smaller still. They're still rival to us. Could have been friends, Vijayanagar. Could have been friends. You're not currently in any wars. See, I've got to pick on the people that I can pick on easily. Simply because I can't go directly against my tougher neighbours. So you guys can probably do some drilling. I'm going to sort of rotate drilling around because I don't want to have all of my armies drilling because I know that bad things will happen if I do that. Let's get 4 cannons off of this army and pull them out, and then this will need 1 infantry to make it up to the template size. I could just roll with 6 cannons and 12 infantry actually, that'd make more sense, but in fact let's go ahead and do that. We will put on an extra cannon and pull off 1 of the infantry, and the infantry can march over there. We'll do the same with this one. We'll put on an extra cannon. We'll pull off 1 of the infantry. And he can move over there as well. And we'll update the template. I really wish you could just update templates. You can delete them, but you can't edit them, which I think is ridiculous. So this will be the new standard 20. And this one is going to be a more sensible 12 to 6. There we go. Not a problem. So you guys group together and we'll build this up. It'll already have some infantry to start with there. So still got some manpower. That's not so bad. We've got some unrest. That's fine. Got 1 army there that is drilling. That's also fine. We're coring. We're getting money. How are we looking on the institutions? 1,193. Well, getting there, I guess, slowly. We're probably still ahead in tech. I would be very surprised if we are not. We're falling behind a little bit. We're not massively behind, but we're not ahead as far as we were. Get innovativeness. Yeah, certainly. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll take that. I mean, we could go ahead and get... Yeah, let's carry on with this, actually. I know I do want the tech, and we are falling behind. But once we start to get those institutions embraced, it'll really help things a lot for us. So let's at least make your front row as large as the back row. Otherwise, we're going to have some real problems there later on. So that is probably going to end up... I mean, Delhi could already join a coalition if they wanted. 219 aggressive expansion. But they're still not doing it. Probably because they're a little bit scared of Transoxiana. But Marnis is on the 61. That might go away before they can do anything. I mean, again, we don't have a truce. They could get into a coalition against us if they wanted. So I'll probably end up taking the rest of Jampur and then eventually move on to Orissa. Now then, we should be able to grab... not that one. 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 Do we already have that state? We must already have... That must already be a state. Oh, it's not a core, that's why. And there's one province that I didn't grab for it, unfortunately. But it's probably still enough to make it into a state once it's cored. It will probably be worthwhile. So we've got some corruption. Mostly due to the overextension. What is our overextension, actually? I didn't even look at that. 36. It's not terrible. So we do have some overextension, which is causing some problems with corruption. But that's fine. Our stability is nice and high. Income is not great. We're not reinforcing. Trade fleets are a trading. But yeah, that's not a lot of money coming in. We need to try and do something about that. What is our force limit now? Probably won't build right up to it. Because this is part of the problem. We're losing money because we've got such huge force limits. We could probably reduce an advisor down. Although this guy's probably paying for himself because of the tax modifier. I'm going to turn the focus off on this as well. And so we get a more even spread of our... a more even spread of our monarch points. In another 4 years, our heir will come of age. He's not a particularly good heir. Unfortunately, I probably should have just stayed focused on admin, because he's a pretty poor admin heir. But we'll be able to choose a new deity when that comes around, and then we can get the tax modifier one again, should we need it. We could promote some more cultures here. It'll cost us some diplomatic power. But sure, let's go and promote another culture. Keep as many promoted cultures going as we can. Delhi are on the move for some reason. Not too sure what they're up to. Gain admin power and a base tax. Military power and base manpower. Well, I always prefer base tax. Base tax is the best kind of base. So what are you up to there, Delhi? You're not currently in any wars. You haven't just pieced out, but you're moving a lot of units around. That sort of thing makes me nervous. So we've got the possibility of some Jampuri separatists here. You guys, I'm going to put you on autonomous suppression, and I'm going to get you watching this area as well. So that will reduce the, or hopefully help to reduce these popping. 0.2 and 0.5% chance per month to make any progress. So I don't think we have to necessarily worry about that. We can probably get you drilling as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Orissa's involved in something down here. I think that was a pretty good result. I mean, yes, of course, we could have ended up with a coalition against us. We haven't, which I'm happy about. Jampur, we have started to eat, so we are getting bigger. As nations go, what is our development? Be able to see total development somewhere, and now I am not seeing it. having one of those days. I thought you could see total development up here. Okay, maybe not. But I'm sure I am catching up with some of these guys. You can always do it if you... used to be a way to do it. How do I find what your total development is? Can't remember. I've just had a complete and utter brain fart again. It's probably in the ledger somewhere, actually. Ledger... Yeah, isn't it economy? No. Country... There's development there. So, if we have a look at our rivals... so, we have 499 development. Delhi have 436. Bamanis have 397. So, we actually have more development than the two big neighbours. We have more money than both of our neighbours. Income is kind of in between the two, but we are quite close to the income of Delhi. Max manpower, we have pretty much the manpower of Delhi and Bamanis combined. Of course, that's our max. We're 3 techs ahead. We are 2 or 3 ideas ahead. Our power projection is lower. So yeah, we are actually in a good position there. I would like to be another military tech higher before I have to tangle with one of those guys, but that will come in the future. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you're still enjoying EU4. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.